You're listening to a DM podcast.
We would like to acknowledge and give thanks to the traditional owners of the land we record this podcast on, the Yagara and Turrbal people,
and their continued connection to the land and waterways on which we meet. Hello and welcome to Sportish. My name is Libby Trickett.
And I'm Georgie Trickett.
And we're here to talk about sport and shiznit. I feel like that's the new tagline.
Cool. It's not going to work for me.
We're still testing ideas, guys. Georgie hates me right now.
Send so much help. Please help us.
It's a big news.
You do have some news.
I am pregnant with number 5.
It's wild.
It is completely unhinged. To be fair, it's not entirely my fault this time. It takes two to tango, obviously.
It's never entirely your fault. Biologically.
Truth.
Scientifically.
But the funny story is that
it funny?
It took me 18 months to convince my husband of number 4.
Yes.
Right? It was an active campaign that I fought for 18 months and I finally got him across the line. And randomly this year, Luke, my husband's like, actually, I don't think I'm done. I'm like, okay, mate.
Wow.
Okay.
Did you go, gee, that's so interesting, like given that Alfie's just exiting nappies
yeah,
and
that's fun.
detaching from you and actually letting other people hold you just for like a second.
Great. But it's like selling ice to an Eskimo with me. So I was like, okay.
Is that what that analogy means?
Yeah, isn't it?
Can you sell ice to Eskimos?
I don't know.
Don't they have too much ice?
Maybe I've made that up.
I could have that wrong though.
Oh.
Anywho,
you get the gist.
You've sold ice to Eskimos.
He sold ice to me as an Eskimo.
You said, I love ice.
I said, yes, more ice, please.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a completely unhinged amount of ice, but, you know. Maybe I'll just stop with that metaphor.
You already have a car that, if we think through the logistics, because that's,
I know.
People go directly to logistics.
They go,
like,
you're going to need a bigger car. And I said, I've already got a car. This is the last seat available in that car.
This is hurtful to me because this actually means that you'll no longer be able to help with
I can help with one of your children because if Luke's not in the car, I have one
then
seat
one
available.
of my children can get a lift. The
Only
other
one.
Is on the bus.
That is it. That is exclusive.
Which one will it be today? I mean, arguably also, like once you've got that many children, I can't ask you for anything. Like, no, that ship has sailed. Like you are buried in children.
I disagree. I actually think more is more. So
clearly, because that's
cares?
Obviously your policy.
But like, honestly, like what's one more? Doesn't matter.
It's one more.
What's one more? What's 3 more? It's fine. I'm not having any more.
So this is definitely.
I know I've said that since I had Bronte, who was my third.
This is why I never like when you said you were done with Bronte, I was like, cool. And then you had Alfie, and I was like, okay, so now you're done. You're like, yep. And I went, cool. And so now I don't know. I'm just like, there could still be more babies
Luke's
after this.
Apparently found a great doctor called Dr. Wood to take care of things. There's a doctor called Dr. Wood.
And I think there was like a Dr. Love.
There's a Dr. Dick as well.
Like genuinely? Or that's just his brand name?
Genuinely. There's a Dr. Dick and a Dr. Wood in Brisbane.
Wow.
So he's taking care of business after the baby's here, obviously. So, yes, good times, but it is completely unhinged. No, I'm not a trad wife. Yes, we have television that works. Yes, we have hobbies.
Somehow.
Just all of those things are true.
When you will ever get to watch TV or have hobbies again?
Never. I mean, maybe in 2043.
See you then.
Yeah, perfect. But we're here to talk about sport, actually.
Are
Georgie.
we?
Yeah.
Before we do, I have to tell you this funny story that happened in the car.
Please.
I picked up my youngest from school. Their school at the moment, or they've done this the last couple of years, instead of just doing like one swimming lesson a week over like term 1 or term 4, they now do this condensed version. And I'm pretty sure it's because teachers think, do you know what? It's week 7, 8 and 9 of term 4. We don't need to be doing much classroom work at this point.
Swimming it is.
Let's do the swimming lessons. Let's just put it all in. So he does like one on Monday, one on Friday. So he had his first one today. And he gets in the car and he goes, Mum, my swimming teacher used to swim with Libby. And I was like, really?
Ooh.
What did she look like? And he's like, she had really curly hair. And I was like, oh, that's really, do you know what stroke she did? She was like, no. And I said, oh, how on earth did you figure all of that out? Did she recognize your name? And he said, no, Mum, I just got in the pool and said, I just want to let you know that my auntie is Libby Trickett. I was like, you what?
He name dropped.
What? What do you mean? It's like, how do you do this often? And he's like, oh, yeah, whenever I'm in a swimming lesson, I just make sure. What have I taught my children? Like, we play you down so much in our household. The girls didn't even know that you had been to an Olympics. And meanwhile, my youngest is in the pool putting on his goggles going, you should know I'm vaguely related to an Olympian.
I don't want to intimidate anyone. However, you should know that I am of actual no blood relation to my auntie. However, my
I
auntie
sometimes
is.
am in her or I am in her wake and I can swim. I mean,
I can swim.
I can swim.
I love him
My
so
last name
much.
is Trickett and therefore I can swim.
I love him so much. Don't tell me.
He was like, why are you laughing so much, Mum? And I said, no reason. No, that's fine. I just need to work on the humbleness
No.
in our household.
Own it, man. Yes, use me. I just watched The Australian Story with Shayna Jack.
Okay, I'm so interested in this because this was years ago maybe that they did an Australian Story
Yes.
on Shayna Jack. And
Correct.
it was just gut-wrenching to
Correct.
watch this.
So, for those of you
tell me
who
more.
are unacquainted with Shayna Jack,
Yep.
she is an Australian swimmer who in 2019 got done for having a prohibited substance in her drug test.
Yep.
Leading into the major championships that year, which was like a Worlds in Korea.
And it came out when she was there, wasn't it?
So the drug test was performed in Cairns, which was the training camp prior. She then went on to another staging camp in Japan before they were going to go to Korea. And she was told by Swimming Australia that they had found something in her sample. Needless to say, yes, there was an Australian Story kind of at the time talking to her about what her experiences were, like just the absolute, for lack of a better word, shit show that it was for her. Like she was thrown under the bus by, it felt like Swimming Australia, by ASADA, then Sport Integrity Australia.
Because she essentially got plucked out of that camp and put on a plane by herself.
By herself.
And then from that point on, she was completely isolated from anyone she'd ever had contact with in Swimming Australia.
So
is that right?
when you are tested positive, you are completely withdrawn from your team, from your squad. You are not able to access your coach because that's all they're registered with the governing
The
body.
ASADAs and the WADAs.
Correct. And so she's deemed a drug cheat. And so it's just the way that it was handled was so disgusting. Like it just got leaked into the media before even her B sample got tested. Then her B sample got tested. She didn't find out how much was actually in her system until she was in amongst the arbitration courtroom, basically.
So she doesn't know until she appears in that courtroom
Yes.
what her charge is essentially.
Yeah, what she tested positive for and how much was in her system.
That seems very strange from a legal perspective.
Unbelievable. And like it turns out that one of the people for the other side had deemed her pharmacologically inadequate to actually be performance enhancing. Like the substance amount in her body, in her system, was so minute that it wouldn't have had any impact on, you know, because it was supposed to build strength and muscle and recovery.
Whatever the level was actually
It was so
incapable.
insignificant that it wouldn't have done anything to performance enhance her swimming. And still, so even though they recognized that at the time, she initially got served a 4-year ban and then they were like, oh, you obviously didn't intentionally take it.
Oh, now we change our minds.
We'll halve it. We'll give you 2 years.
She missed an Olympic Games as a result of that, didn't she?
Well, that was 2020, which turned into 2021,
Yeah, so
Tokyo.
she missed-
But she had to keep fighting because they were still not going to allow her back into the sport. And eventually they completely reversed the decision after, you know, she had to GoFundMe. I think she got $50,000 from GoFundMe from people just supporting her because they recognized that she didn't do this intentionally. It was not her fault at all.
Her legal team put it to the governing bodies that it was to do with supplements that she was using. And even though she thought she was using clean supplements, that's the only place they can identify.
Well, no, it wasn't even that though, Georgie. So she literally tested everything. She tested all of her supplements. She tested nail polish, teeth whitening. She tested
So what was the source
all
then?
of her brother's supplements, all of her partner's supplements who are also athletes. They tested everything. They said that the amount of the substance would have had to be ingested in the 2 days prior to the test, which placed her in cans.
No.
And so she's like, these are the things that I've done differently. These are the places that I've been. And they're like, we can't see how you would have ingested this intentionally. And they eventually went, okay, you absolutely have not done anything wrong.
So they cleared her record?
They cleared her record.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so was that the first Australian story? Because it was so long ago now. I can't
No, so that was the whole thing.
Oh.
So they then covered the Paris Olympics where she won 2 gold medals as part of relays. Everyone should go and watch it. It's only half an hour. It's really beautifully done. For me, the fight that would have taken her, not just to clear her name the first and the second time, and the way that she did that was through community support, right? Yeah. And we always talk about sport and community. And the only reason she kind of gave that she got back into swimming to go and compete again was because of the people who gave their money and gave, her support and gave her kind words. And she's like, I owe them to give it a go. That did me. And I was just like, oh. Like, I mean, I've always thought Shayna was amazing, what she's been able to do, considering how ostracized she was, like to have your name dragged through the mud like that. You know, I had insinuations that I took drugs during my swimming career. And how horrifying that was just to have people having opinions about that, let alone to have someone say you've taken this substance and then having to prove your innocence. Like,
yeah,
she's an incredible athlete. Whether or not she continues to swim, we're not sure yet.
How old is Shayna Jack now?
I think she's 26.
Okay.
So, she's still got a bit of fight left in her, I reckon. But she has to do it for the right reasons. And I would love to see her keep swimming because I think she's an incredible athlete.
It's funny you should mention this idea of seeing or knowing someone's story and then seeing sort of it all put together in a package when it relates to Paris and what's just gone on at the Olympics. I, prior to the Olympics, had watched part 1 and part 2 of the Simone Biles documentary.
Speaking of another documentary that everybody needs to watch.
So that's on Netflix.
Amazing.
God, what was it actually called?
Rising.
Something.
Yeah.
I mean, it was something very...
Somone Biles. Rising. Something.
You just need to type in Simone Biles. You'll find it. Netflix knows me now. It just serves that
straight to you. Yeah.
Thank you. So I had watched 1 and 2 leading into Paris. So I felt like I was really tuned into what was going on. And I actually hadn't realised there would be subsequent episodes.
Didn't you?
No.
I knew. I was like, oh, come on.
You went deep. So you would have like Googled and worked
When's it coming out? It's like Sprint, the running one comes out in November. Like certainly 2 days.
Okay, that's really good to know.
Tomorrow.
Because what happened, I was on Netflix last night. I had an hour and I was like, okay, what am I going to watch? Up comes the Simone Biles and I was
amazing.
Like, I'm in. But I knew I only had like an hour and then I really needed to go to bed. And so I looked at the 2 episodes and one was a bit more of a lead up to Paris.
Yes.
And episode 4 was then Paris.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, boom. I'm not really interested in the pre-Paris. I want to see
what happened in Paris.
All the documentary.
Georgie, you have to watch the first one. It's so good.
I know, but I loved being able to watch an athlete who has just competed in a game.
Yes.
And then have that packaged up with like a pure view of that athlete.
Yes.
Like how often do we get that opportunity to like watch your games? And I definitely watched the gymnastics, but we were watching a lot of sports, so didn't get the opportunity
to dive deep.
To do the deep
totally
dive.
Agree.
And then to see like them arriving at the village and her settling into the village and then the issues that she experienced as they go into the competition and the progression of her through the different stages of the competition. I was just like, this is
amazing.
The best TV. And actually, this is a format we need to see more often post an Olympics.
I totally agree.
Imagine if we saw Jess Fox and like Jess Fox arriving and then the highs and lows of like competing through.
Well, Sorry, go on.
Are we going to see Jess Fox?
Oh, no, I would love to see that.
Okay.
I mean, I would froth on that. No, I was just thinking about the sprint documentary.
Look, until you mentioned it, I did not know that was happening.
So Noah Lyles is like the main character
Yeah.
who won the 100 meters men's sprint.
I know him.
So like I cannot wait. And then he got COVID and it was a whole thing.
And then the 200 was a complete bomb.
Well, I mean, I think he got third, which is still pretty good.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, okay, he did. But like for what he was.
What he was gunning for. He was
Yes.
going for the double.
Yeah.
But then the Jamaican sprinter who got disqualified, well, not disqualified, was not allowed to compete in the semi-final because she didn't arrive at the right place. They're going to talk about that.
Oh,
like,
that's
for sure.
so interesting.
Right? Like, I love where sports documentaries are going, Georgie.
But to have it done so timely.
So timely.
Because the issue I have.
And so much access.
Yes. And the issue that I find with Unchained, like the Tour de France documentary, it comes out too close to the next tour.
No, but that's what they do. It's the same with F1.
Yes.
Like they do it like the year after.
Yeah. And so you have to, you sit there the whole time going, okay, so this is not what's coming up. This is what happened last year. And remember, then this happened, and then that happened. I think they've got to get like it's just in time documentary.
But I think
making.
that's what they're going to do. I reckon that's where they're going.
The powerfulness of
Yes.
that and the reinforcement of what you've watched and the sort of cross-referencing of this is the actual, experience I had, and now here's the athlete experience
Yes.
side by side in such close time proximity is just brilliant.
And what I'm so excited about, and like to be very clear, like everyone needs to go and watch Simone Biles. She is just epic human on
Okay, so
everything.
should I go back and watch episode 3?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Only because it's more Simone, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
It's hard to have too much of Simone Biles.
So I just cannot wait because like we're going to see it in other sports and we're going to see it in sports that we haven't seen.
Yes, and sports that we don't have much exposure to.
Right.
It's not just like your hallmark NRL, AFL, like these
NFL,
week in, weekend sports. It's going to be these sort of niche boutique sports that have
Yes.
these high pressure.
But like access, like that, and that's the joy of, what we've seen, I guess, develop in the NRL and the AFL and AFLW, like behind the scenes, like straight after the game in the locker room, like you're starting to see that a lot, whereas like you haven't had that kind of access for most sports.
Yes.
And we're just going to see that.
Actually, that's such a good point. We take it for granted actually in Australia that we get that access.
Yeah. So exciting.
Bring it.
Yes.
Over the weekend, we popped up a video on our socials of one of the most joyous things
So joyous.
I have ever seen. In fact, I saw the women's team do it as well. So there's this new, I mean, it's new to me. Maybe it's not new to other people. New format of netball, which I think is called Fast 5.
Fast 5, baby.
So netball would typically have 7 people on a court, normally, and then this format only has 5. I have not watched any of it. I have to admit.
They seem to have like a different setup. Like
They'd have to.
Maybe they have like different point scoring even. I mean, I haven't gone deep on the information around this, but because they had like lines within the lines, within the circle.
Okay, I'm going to go back and
the
watch
shooter's circle. You have to have a look. Yeah.
And I have to admit I didn't because I saw some of the opening numbers that the Australian team did and went, oh, I don't need to know anymore. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
So the women's team did an opening number, which was excellent and very entertaining. And then the men's team came on and delivered one of the most
iconic,
adorable,
joyful.
It actually reminded me a bit of the Savannah Bananas.
Oh, yes.
Where you get this combination of entertainment and sport coming, and these guys were just carving it up to NSYNC.
Yes. Bye.
Just so good. And we shared it on socials and you guys loved it.
Yeah.
It was like
everyone loved it.
Positively received.
What was terrifying though, Georgie, for those who don't know, I'm not huge on netball, don't love it.
They could have picked up that vibe.
It's not one of my favourites. Okay. However,
like cricket. There's lots of sport you put in the bin this year.
I'm sorry. I'm all for sport. Just sports are not all for me.
Just sports you like.
I want people to play all sports.
You can play netball.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Just don't ask Libby to come watch it.
I'm not going to do that. However, I might be convinced to go and watch the Fast 5 with the Australian Kelpies.
Okay. Oh, this is interesting.
Because they are amazing. And I shared it as well on socials because it's just, I think sport needs more of that. Like the fun side.
Making fun of yourself.
Not taking yourself so seriously. But the best part was is that both the men's and the women's team won the entire championship, which was incredible. But what was really unbelievably disheartening to see was the homophobic slurs that were launched at the Australian Kelpies, the men's team.
So I had no awareness of this.
Yeah, because netball is a girls' sport, for one. And then two, they're dancing to NSYNC, boy band, blah, blah, blah.
So good.
I frothed on it. Like, it was my favorite thing all weekend. But, like, I don't know, it made me so sad because it was like, we're in 2024. Like, can't we just celebrate this for what it is, which is just a joyful, playful, fun.
So people couldn't handle men having fun playing a sport that was traditionally a female sport.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, you know, it's all the classic people, just the keyboard warriors and I don't know.
Really their masculinity felt threatened.
Correct.
I could not have loved these guys more.
I love them so much. Like, I will be avidly a fan of theirs for years to come.
I think this could also be interesting to see whether this is the format that gets netball into the Olympics.
Ooh.
So netball really wants to be in Brisbane 2032.
But it has to be men's and women's sport, right?
You have to be able to demonstrate participation by men and women because God knows men's sport has not been given enough help, historically speaking.
Yeah, because they need more sports.
So because women are amazing, they're like, cool, we'll bring men into netball, and you see a couple of kids playing it on a Saturday morning. But format-wise, a fast game of netball or a short form game of netball, like a rugby sevens.
Well, they had like 3-person basketball.
And that's really taking off. So is this the version of netball that makes it into
Brisbane
I hope 2032?
So. I mean, to see the Kelpies at Brisbane 2032.
Sign us up.
I am like courtside.
You have just met your new ambassador. We've got another midweek Hall of Fame.
Amazing.
This came in from friend of the pod, one of our very earliest listeners, Katrina Head, who back when we were called the Sports Social actually won a competition we ran where we said if you jumped on board of the competition, we'd pay your sports registration for one of your kids up to $300. And Katrina was the lucky winner.
Amazing.
And then we found out that her family is actually deep in the world of timber sports.
Which we loved.
So timber sports, you think about what you see at like the Ekka or the Royal Easter Show, that sort of wood chop level. That's what timber sport is. But timber sports also has a power tools component of it on the international stage.
Oh, fancy.
Anyway, I got this amazing.
I feel like I saw that on SBS over the weekend.
You did. And this is why.
Amazing.
Hi, Georgie and Libby. It's Katrina Head here. I just wanted to send through a quick shout out for the Aussie Chopperoos, Brad DeLosa, Braden Meyer, Mitch Argent, Cody Steers, Owatia Moore-Barrett and Jamie Head on being the first team in history to win 5 consecutive world titles over the weekend at the Still Timber Sports World Championship in Toulouse in France. The team broke their own world record twice on Friday night, and their current record sits at 43.15 seconds across 4 disciplines. They claimed the victory over the USA in a thrilling final. It was incredible to watch, and I wanted to share it with you. Thank you.
Yes, the Timberoos.
The Timberoos. I'm going to put some footage up this week. It is blistering pace watching these guys swing an axe and then they pick up a chainsaw and then they run to another obstacle or whatever you call it in the world of timber.
That is so funny that I saw that on SBS.
I'm so impressed that you saw it.
I was like, oh, look at these guys go.
And to do it, like, so they're in France. This is their 5th time they've done it and they broke their own record.
Wow. Well done, Timberoos.
We're so thrilled to award you this week's Midweek Hall of Fame. It's not quite a world championship.
I mean, some might say it might be better. But well done. We're so proud of you.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Sportish. We would love you to forward this on to a friend, to like it. That really helps other people find us.
Share, like, subscribe.
All those things.
But otherwise, we hope you have a wonderful week filled with lots of fun sportish moments.
Including sports documentaries, of course.
Please watch all of them. They're the best.
And watch some real sport at the same time.
Also, I mean, look, I take or leave the real sport.
Come on!
just the docos for me.
Bye.
Bye.